Alright, now that we got Gremlin Kojima out of the way and we managed to rescue Deji in the meantime, let's continue.
Yeah.
We found Deji trapped in a box on
Deji
fire.
had to spend the same amount of time in the same prison of the Chupacabra. It wasn't pleasant.
They were forcing you.
No. I had Disney Plus, so I was watching Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I don't know, Did. You were screaming when you were forced to watch.
Also, Deji, no, it's a monkey's paw. Yes, it was this equivalent. It was equivalent of Disney Plus, but you were forced to watch on repeat the 1990s Captain America movie.
Hey, at least they didn't force him to watch The Predator.
I don't know. Is it better or worse than that Captain America movie Pedro and I watched?
Oh, that's the '60s one, Dej. Sorry, 70s one. Now I don't know, I don't know, Jova. I'd rather watch Predator over.
No, Pedro.
Movie to be
Pedro. Not Predator. I meant The Predator, the 2018
That too.
flick.
That even, because I cannot stand the '90s Captain America movie.
I will take the 90s Captain America movie over 2018's The Predator, because holy cow, that is a much worse desecration of a beloved franchise that had already been somewhat through the ringer.
To be honest, Joe, when it came to Captain America, there wasn't that much built for television or cinema to begin with.
That's
so
part of why I don't...
the only people you could piss off were the comic book fans.
Which, I mean,
yeah.
Oh god, I forgot to rank.
No, but Pedro, I understand that. What I mean is that the fact that comparing that to something like Predator, which mostly just ties to movie, I'm not sure it's an equal comparison.
No. It's comparisons of quality. Simple as that. They're both movies. We judge them as such.
Oh no, let's see. Okay. If you have to ask me to separate context and just tell you which of the two is the worst, well, yeah, probably The Predator is definitely the worst movie. It's just that the Captain America movie is
right. Many evil beings have roamed the castle since Bernard's demonic pact was formulated. Dracula enslaved most of them when he arrived, adopting only the few that were powerful or wild enough to deserve their freedom. That was the case of the Harpies, a ferocious beast whose appearance has been deformed terribly by years of seclusion underground from the mountains they came from. In their new habitat, they protect the rooms of the Three Sisters, while they await the arrivals of new sacrifices with which to soothe their appetite for hunting. And occasionally they hunt pajamas, because Konami.
But yeah.
Continue.
Like, if I remove my context, yes, The Predator is the worst movie. It's just that I absolutely hate the characterization of Steve in that movie. I hate it.
Is that the one where he stole a car?
No, yeah, that's the one. Hell, even the Red Brown characterization, at the very least, even though he's a lazy dipshit, he at the very least has his moral compass in the right direction.
Doesn't he steal a car in that movie?
Yeah, the 90s one, but I'm talking about the Red Brown performance from the 70s. At least that one from the 70s, at the very least, has his moral compass in the right direction. Captain America, in the 1990s movie, literally steals a car from someone twice.
GTA style.
Really?
Something, time was...
Not like in this is an emergency, I need the car, just like carjacked someone.
Just that shit. The script writing in general is incredibly stupid. There's a point where they go to Italy. Yes, Italy.
Yeah.
And Captain America starts talking to this random old lady in Italy by trying to speak English to her. And she's all like, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. And it's literally like the nostalgic people put it. What, you don't speak English? Then I'll just keep speaking. Like, seriously, Steve is fucking stupid in that fucking movie.
Pedro, we have to watch. No.
Why do you constantly talk yourself into stuff that you constantly back out of, Edge?
It's the kind of movie that really makes you appreciate the MCU's handle on Captain America in general so much.
Yeah, it's like the Captain America stuff in the MCU is the best thing about that entire franchise.
Well, yeah, he is the best character after all, so it's not like it's hard for that to have to be a thing.
Anyway, the tale of this particular night mentions the fact that when he arrived, he was, again, very tired from these injuries and everything, and he basically gets eaten by the harpies and the other creatures, but he basically comes to accept it in the end. That's fucked up.
Don't you see, I'm providing food for the food chain here. I'm doing my part.
And for the record, this is not even just that one sequence that I just mentioned. For whatever bewildering reason, they thought it was a good idea to have Captain America movie mostly taking place in Italy. Because when I think Captain America, the first place I think of is Italy. Clearly.
Everywhere is America,
I mean, look. To be fair, if it was during World War II. True, yeah. I mean, and to be fair, if it were during World War II, yeah, that would make sense. Like, honestly, most of it taking place in Italy is like the least of that movie's problems.
I mean, hell, even Spider-Man: Far From Home. It's like when you think of Spider-Man, you think of New York, but now he's like in Europe. So it's like, that's not an issue. It's
you want another real problem, and this time a technical one with the Captain America 1919, the editing. There are like sequences that uses beyond quick cut. I'm talking about 2-3 changes per second for 10 seconds straight. It's nauseating.
Yeah.
Also, the death of the creator of the serum is hilarious.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
So what was in that scroll too?
It was instead a guy that wanted to be the Harpy killer, but it ended up being instead their prey. Again, irony.
All right then.
Basically, again, to recap what we're doing, Dracula is being pulled into his castle, in this case, to gain the power of the Chaos Claws, the ones that we've seen at the beginning. And we're in the custody of the three Gorgon sisters, Sterno, Euriale, and Medusa. So basically now it's a matter...
Where's Ramsey?
You fucking Wonka.
Oh, I get it. Okay. We keep going, Pedro.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way, Shiro. Pick your poison. Do you want a Captain America that doesn't care about fighting crime and would rather just stick around and just chill out and relax? Or do you want a Captain America who will actually fight crime like, a superhero, but he's an asshole about it?
So, ultimate Captain America?
God damn, that I was about to say that.
So
honestly, I'd rather have the guy that is an asshole but still does his,
No, seriously,
job.
Pedro.
Like...
Mark Millar probably saw the 1990 movie and was like, you know what? This is probably what Captain America would be like in the real world. Let's write him like that for the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, because if you want that, watch Winter Soldier. That's basically what that movie is doing.
I kinda do have to agree with Shiroi, though, that honestly, for as much as we may hate it, the 90s Captain America movie got more things right than the 60s one. Like, for one thing, Captain America was actually doing his thing here and there. And, I mean, okay, to be fair, the whole him being an asshole thing, that's mainly something that we perceive from the writing. Like, because the writing clearly does not want him to be seen as an asshole. Unlike, Ultimate Captain America, which, yeah, he's a dick about it. I mean, granted, part of his arc is eventually getting better, like, in cases like Ultimatum, which, I mean, yeah, he becomes better in Ultimatum, but it's Ultimatum, so everything else, yeah.
It's such one of the big reasons. It's such one of the big reasons why First Avenger is my favorite MCU movie, because I felt so vindicated by that movie. Because, see, you can't have a story with a superhero who's just a nice guy and have it work with a modern audience.
You see that, DC? Now do it again. Now do it with Superman.
Also, I forgot. What year was instead the Doctor Strange TV special, the old one? I forgot it was the 60s or 70s.
The 70s too. During the 70s, Marvel was trying that various TV shows, like they had that Spider-Man show that's now mostly known because of its Japanese song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they had the Captain America TV movies, like we just said, and they also had the Star Wars. The only one of those that was actually successful, as you know, was the Incredible Hulk. With Brigno.
And Bill Bixby.
But the best thing about it is that the 1990s Captain America movie is not even the first major Marvel character who got an actual theatrical release. No, the honor actually goes to Howard the Duck, actually.
Oh, I think you're gonna like, because Howard the Duck actually has a role in one of the episodes of What If too. So
I think it's episode 2 because it involves Chala being instead Star-Lord, so that means a visit to the Collector.
Yeah. It's No, but let me put it. No, basically, Shiroi, like the only one of these old Marvel live-action stuff that worked was the Incredible Hulk TV show, and it worked so well that the MCU got the guy who played the Hulk in that show to do the grunts for the Hulk in the MCU movies.
Still doing this day. Also, Dweebs,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor and check in the meantime, since I'm curious, if the Howard the Duck movie is actually now on Disney Plus? Because the rights of the character now is reverted back to Marvel, I think.
It's a Disney movie.
The original movie was... however, no, keep in mind that the original movie, despite being handled by George Lucas, was instead handled by Universal. So that's what I want to know, if the movie in itself is still Universal or not.
The film was released by Universal, so it's Universal.
Wow, we still kept it. Anyway, when the 15th century, in the 15th century, a group of strange scholars presented the prototype of the first steam engine, it seemed impossible to explain how they could have invented such a sophisticated machine with existing tools and knowledge. It would have been impossible, except that its framework did not hide human technology, but rather a complex mechanism that involved a demon. Yeah, we're doing one of these. The fact that humans are too dumb to invent stuff. They were helped by supernatural beings.
Of course, it's like in Stargate.
Yeah.
Those Egyptians didn't actually know anything shit about pyramid construction. It was all aliens.
You know, Tio. You know, one thing that surprises me is that the game has not revealed that certain element about the city, and well, why we sort of teleport to the castle. Given the game's track record of spoiling stuff with the gameplay details, I'm surprised that there wasn't a dialogue.
Oh no, the game is still managing to hide very well a couple of its major twists, so I'm not saying anything to...
Is it sad that I'm kind of amazed by that? Look, not a knock against the game devs, but seriously, who's the asshole who just kept putting in game details way ahead of schedule that was blatantly spoiling stuff?
I swear there is another example in another video game, but I can't think of it right now. What it may be?
I guess it's still better than the Deadly Premonition trading cards, where you can literally right at the beginning of the game get York's trading card that reveals the big plot twist of his identity.
Right, you did told us about that.
So that game.
Actually, I'm curious, Pedro. I forgot, Pedro, because again, I'm asking without spoiling. Does the same principle applies to the identity of the actual killer? Like, does getting the card reveal who the killer is? Or beforehand?
No, it's just let me put it this way. There are spoilers, but the biggest one is the York one. Like, most of the other spoilers tend to be for various side quests and stuff like that. But yes, there are the occasional story spoilers in some of the cards, yes. So
okay.
It varies, like, but yeah, the one that people usually bring up is the York one, because remember, Joe, the card is literally right there when you immediately start the game. So you have
like Tia was asking, though, do the trading cards also spoil who the killer is?
No, Pedro did answer me.
Yeah, they don't. No, they don't. Fortunately, they do not spoil that. But then again, Joe, go on.
The narrow passageways forced us to advance in single file. I ordered them to go ahead to ensure that no one was left behind, and soon the unthinkable happened. I did not hear the clash of swords nor the sound of shields, only the muffled yell of the men that ended as suddenly as it had started. I still can't believe what my eyes are seeing. My men lie motionless, turned into tombs of stone in the shape of humans. What savage power could have condemned them? Perhaps it was their own commander who sentenced them with his final order. This old, guilty body does not deserve to live or to fight another day. I will remain here to accompany my brothers on their fateful journey and warn whoever may read my words. Run, fools!
And yet apparently somebody stuck a mace in his head.
That's the thing, Jova. That is indeed a good point, but at the same time, come on, the reveal of York's identity is probably the most important plot point.
Don't get me wrong, I get that that's important, My point was like, well, though, I mean, it's like, well, imagine if they just did that as well. In the sense, like, well,
Oh, definitely.
like, well, look, if they're willing to reveal that plot twist, I wouldn't have been surprised if it also revealed the other important bits.
That's why I always, every time I recommend a game, I mean, don't read the trading cards until you finish the game. Go on to.
No, basically what you just saw was me getting one of those
Okay.
experience points.
I do appreciate the Android animations on the book there. That's a nice touch.
Again,
So-
it's the same as in the first game, only here somehow they're more even more detailed than in the first game. It's kind of neat in how we handle it. A thing that I didn't show is in the first game is the concept art, because again it would have taken too much time. But it does show even how we constructed each scene, even the actual finishing of the fights. But I'll tell more about later.
Sure.
Huh. Those statues look very well made.
It's almost as if they're human-like.
Oh no, is this a boss fight?
Nah.
Gabriel, you can now try to solve the secret of the seal.
Finally,
Even
after
that we're
all
playing-
these years, I finally understand the secret. Now I read your rants on Facebook, frozen in trash.
Are we playing wizard's chess or something?
The power of chaos is yours.
Thank you.
What if I don't want it?
That's the entire
That's
reason why
literally what
we're
he
here,
came here
Glimpse.
for.
But maybe he
You
changed
can
his
change his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play
Flame
Dark
on
Knight.
it.
If I was set on fire, I'd change my mind about it.
Hey, there
Chaos
we
is
go.
overrated anyway.
No, it's okay. That's just how the Chaos Claws work.
Oof.
Uh,
Let's see, Gabriel.
Actually,
Again, let it all out.
oh, hey,
Well,
Medusa.
sure. Well, sure.
Actually, she's not there yet. Ah.
Well, sure. Maybe that's why Jack wants to kill Chaos at all costs.
Yes.
Yeah. Just completely. I mean, yeah, chaos is overrated, but that doesn't mean you should go out and murder it. That seems a bit much. Like,
Stunning. Where is your sister?
Yeah, where is Medusa
She
actually?
won't be long. Look, here she comes now.
Oh, there she is. Well, time.
Medusa.
Oh shit. Well, now the castle is starting to possess even the higher servants.
ooh, lovely.
Rude.
You vomit in the other direction. Bloody hell.
So many people vomiting blood in this game. Tusk, tusk.
We can't let you leave here, my lord.
Well, shit.
So who was the snake lady who gave us the Chaos Claws if that wasn't supposed to be Medusa?
It was just a statue. Oh. I'm not sure I like that sound. Oh shit.
Oh my god, it's Cthulhu.
It is.
But they're snakes. They shouldn't have tentacles.
Snakes are just tentacles.
No. Tentacles have suction cups on them.
Please do not spoil the plot twist.
What?
Oh, what? No, thank you.
I mean, the destruction of Paris was enough.
I mean, there are sea snakes are a thing. So, you know,
Okay.
you could add
How about that?
something.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Here you go. I'll reveal it right here for the whole world to hear. After the game ends, the credits roll. There you go. Now you
Oh
can
my
get-
Dare
god.
you?
Oh my
I-
god,
I-
it's a
I've-
reptilian monster from you.
I have now ruined Splatoon 3 for everybody.
I'm
And
never
for some-
forgive you for this.
And for some reason we get the same boss theme that the golem did at the beginning. Alright, let's use the Chaos Claws to destroy the barriers, why not?
Sure. Let me just well, you know, like
Yeah, but I was about to read some bios, so give me a second. Just
go on.
about to. There we go. Basically, the strategy is to destroy the tentacles and then attack the main body. Anyway, the solid walls of the castle were not strong enough to contain the rage and hate that Dracula held inside. Possessed by a yearning for revenge, the Prince of Darkness attacked the pillars of his new home. From its ashes, new structures always arose, ever taller than the ones before, and from the burning fires, a blinding flame. In its burning heat, the Chaos Claws were forged, filled with contained fury, waiting for the master. Sorry. Basically, again, much like the boy's sword, it's all about frustration. When the blood possessed the three girls, their possession became real, dragging and tying them together to weave a huge three-headed creature. A set of weaving tentacles extend from its body, covering everything in its path, obstructing the rock and choking all the beams of light of the castle. The beast is described as an ancient scroll with the name of Great Gorgon. Only he who learns the power of the elements against it will unlock the secret to fire hidden in its heart. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Go on, Pedro.
No, yeah, how about this? Like, allow me to expand upon what you said about Ultimate Captain America. See, here's the problem with those Marvel writers. Those writers clearly must go back to writing school because clearly never heard of them. Something up, G?
No, it's just what you're saying.
Well, trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. Those writers must go back to taking classes because clearly they were not paying attention when they were taught, well, supposedly they were taught the flat character arc. Let me put it this way, like, the reason Captain America doesn't quote-unquote have, personality flaws to overcome is because he's the flat character arc, and as screenwriters will tell you, flat characters are characters who already know the truth, as in they already know what's what good from wrong. It's not so much about their development, it's more so about how they change the world. Because if you take a look at the MCU Captain America movies, you'll notice how Captain America changes everybody around him. It's the same thing with Goku in Dragon Ball. Goku doesn't need to go from being a bad person to a good person. It's not about that. It's about how he changes the world around him. You know how?
Finally, somebody says it.
I mean, someone should tell that to the people who are making Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, yeah, but Toyo, that's why Dragon Ball Super works, because neither Toyotaro nor the other people who make Dragon Ball Super understand these basic aspects.
Oh no, you see, here's the thing. Most of Super are all Toriyama's ideas. It's like, here's my idea. Gonna make it. Go figure it out along the way.
Oh, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Dragon Ball Super's ideas are fine. Like a tournament where all the multiverses are okay. That's a cool idea. Problem is, the team who makes Super, of course, screwed up the execution.
I mean, okay. To be fair, I'd argue the Tournament of Power was one of the ones that was actually executed well for the most part. For the most part.
When I brought up Super Jump, I was mostly referring to the fact that Goku is depicted more as an unwitting asshole who just instigates the apocalypse because he wants to have a fight.
Okay. Can I just say this? For as much as Toei seemed to hate Team 4 Star's Dragon Ball Z Abridged show with a passion, it feels eerily like they took inspiration from the Abridged show for the characters and how Super goes.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's your opinion on Team 4 stuff?
No. I said Toei seemed to hate Team 4 Star's Abridged show with a passion. And yet, ironically, it feels like Super takes a lot of inspiration from the Abridged show.
First,
yeah!
Slam.
Mind you, when I say it takes inspiration from the Abridged show, I do mean in all the bad ways. Like, suddenly...
Honestly, Jova, I wish we could take inspiration from the Abridged series when it comes to Tenshinhan, because in there he gets to be awesome, but in Super he gets to be a pathetic wimp.
It's because... so apparently Japan doesn't like Tien. That's why they keep treating him like that.
Because he's a representative of China, and you know how Japan are about China.
Oh, great.
Regardless though, I guess one good version of them taking inspiration from Abridged is like ever since, with all the newer stuff, I don't know, maybe it's something strictly that the American writers are doing, but Perfect Cell is written a lot more like his Abridged version and stuff like Xenoverse 2 and whatnot. And it's an immense improvement, especially in Fighter Z.
That's the reason
why...
who calls it that.
Pedro.
see, that's the reason why Marvel writers keep trying to write Captain America that way, because for whatever reason they don't understand the flat character arc. That's the arc that Joe Simon envisioned, and Stanley to a lesser extent, considering he also took a big part starting with issue 3 when he became the writer.
It's also not even just that, Pedro. It's the fact that when it came strictly just to the Ultimate Universe, there was this idea, general, that the Marvel writers had at the time of trying, obviously, in order to make new fresh take on all the characters, to try to imagine what these characters could be like if they were as realistic as possible, as in the real world and everything. And trying to apply that concept, how Spider-Man would be, how Tony Stark would be. Apparently, Tony Stark's first answer was a terrible sci-fi series where they had to retcon in universe.
But Tio, he needs monkey brains to keep himself alive.
What?
Actually, it's instead like Jewish, blue Jewish that actually code his body because his entire body is composed by nerve tissue. Don't ask her.
They literally state that it's monkey brain juice that he's coated in that keeps him alive.
I think Deji needs some questions answered.
Basically,
I'll tell you more later, Dej, because we're about to finish the fight.
You think this will go up by the time?
And now Gabriel decides to be Bayonetta. Okay,
Yeah,
what the fuck? For the record, he never uses this move ever again in the game. It's just something out of nowhere.
What year did this come out?
2014.
2014.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 was coming out at the same time. So.
Deji, it's like well, actually, didn't this come out like in 2012?
14.
Well, yeah, so it was quite long after.
Oh,
what a juicy big heart.
Deji, it's like I've told you before. We could be subtle with our reference, but why the hell should we?
What a waste.
Yeah, you also need to have taste with your references. So, hey, look at that thing.
Given the fact that this came
I got another Chaos Emerald.
Given the fact that this did come out in 2014, for all we know, this could have just been a coincidence as well, given how...
Again, it's mostly a case of it. I get the idea that Mercury's team, again, loves to be referential and everything, so we just said, well, why don't we have Gabriel finish the fight like this?
Yes, we got the red one. The best one.
Blue's a better color.
Orange is the better one.
Green.
That's Jova. Blue's the coolest color on the planet.
And whatever Sonic says, goes.
Well, Sonic.
Son-
Well, I'll tell you this. Sonic could kiss my ass.
Sonic's the type of guy.
Anyway, several pieces of burning mineral escaped when the Chaos Claws were forged and became trapped in the depths of a fortress. Some creatures searches them to control the great power of fire being inside. However, the Lord of Vampires is capable of transforming its powers of projectiles. Essentially, it's your projectile when you have the Chaos Claws. It can melt metal, from a distance, which can come in handy to create like platforms from like chandeliers and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, Sonic's the type of guy that tells people, if you have time to worry, then run. No.
Run away from your problems.
Yeah, he's a terrible role model.
Oh no, he really is.
He's
So
Dejimon.
To be fair, the game he said that in was Sonic 06, which is not canon.
That's still not.
I'd run away from that too, not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially considering another thing that he says, but I'm not gonna mention because in hindsight it's terrible.
Wait, what is it?
I'll tell you after the party's done. Don't worry,
All
it's
right.
not that far.
I'm surprised, Dwebs, considering you're a Chelsea fan and all. So.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. Yes, Chelsea's my favourite club. It doesn't always mean that blue's my favourite colour. I don't hate the colour, but I much prefer green.
Oh, so that's why he doesn't watch my channel. I see.
Sorry, what was that, Deji?
Now we know why he doesn't watch my channel.
Because it's blue.
Yeah,
Doubled up.
Exactly, Deji. Blue's a great colour for a football club, not for a YouTube channel.
Now, Dwibs, don't diss the color blue. One of Teos' country's best imports came with a song based off of that color.
Remember, the
Yeah,
America...
it's
Also, small echo from your part, Edge.
Well, Jova, it's so bad it's good, not it's good.
Well, look at it this way. It's America's riot, white and blue. So obviously blue is always going to be one of the most beloved colors over there, Dwitz.
Exactly.
Well, but mind you, green's part of the Welsh flag, and I'm not Welsh, so...
He says that so proudly.
By that logic, green is part of the flag of my country. Come on.
Also, by that logic, I hate my country because there's no blue in our flag. This is a conversation.
Look. Okay, let me back up Deji here. Look at it this way. The predominant color of the best MCU character is blue. So obviously, see, that's another demonstration.
Yeah, the Iron Patriot.
It's red, white, and blue. Ooh.
That was a zinger, Dej.
You know, kind of
I still have not seen that movie.
Yeah, you are not missing much with it.
I actually really like the guy that got to play the USA agent in the MCU, so I'm looking forward to see where they go with him, actually.
Anyway, there you go, Jova. Now it's time for payback, because thanks to the Chaos Claw, we can actually start dealing against these enemies by literally destroying their armor, making them much more vulnerable enough for the taking.
Yes, much better.
Jesus. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, there you go. Don't worry. Again, in regards to the Ultimate Universe, and honestly, there's no one surprised the fact that on the long run, the mentality in creating the Ultimate comics actually did not pay off at all, and to the point where the stories diverge into very fucked up themes. It's not just a matter of ultimatum, what I'm about to say, because for a good chunk of its presence in the Ultimate Universe, a lot of characters go into cannibalism for some reason. There's always someone wanting to taste the flesh of another human being, and it's so fucking disturbing.
You know, maybe the Ultimate Universe was a bad idea.
That's the
Yes,
thing,
it was.
Des. That's the thing, Des. That's the thing, Des. The MCU started with Marvel taking inspiration from the Ultimate Universe.
The only good thing that I will say that it gave was, Miles Morales. But that's literally... I don't even like the arc that they gave to Mr. Fantastic in turning eventually into a villain. So there's that.
Even though that's one of the few things people apparently like about
I know. I mentioned it specifically like that. I know that it's very popular, but I just... not really.
Let me put it like this. The Ultimate Universe is like a more failed version of the New 52, in the sense that it did have promising starts all around here and there. Like, okay, believe it or not, while the Ultimate Universe is infamous nowadays, when it was starting out, there was actually a lot of good reception to it, because it did have some interesting ideas. Iron Man notwithstanding, what the hell. Well, okay. Iron Man was actually one that had to work its way up, like, in the sense that, yes, all the drama and whatnot with the monkey brain juice and everything, that would slowly get retconned out of stuff here and there, to the point where it was, just a bit of a trickle. I can take a pill to take care of that pain now instead of needing the monkey
Actually,
brain
no,
juice.
Jova. They outright removed that entire premise eventually and said that entire story arc was an in-universe fiction series that the real Tony Stark was watching. That's hilarious.
You know what? Oh, we're all the more better for it. Like, okay, look. I'm not gonna act like nothing good came out of the Ultimate Universe. There were a lot of interesting stories and, stuff that we couldn't get from the main universe. And I will say this, though, regardless of what problems people may have had with the Ultimate Universe, I do feel sorry for fans of the Ultimate Universe with how the Ultimate Universe got done dirty 3 times. At least 3 times. First time was with Ultimatum. Second time was with that Ultimate Smash and Crash and Bash and thing. And then there was the time where they actually did go through with destroying the universe to the point where, the Miles Morales in the main universe, that's Miles Morales as a survivor from his universe getting destroyed.
All right, let's pay a visit to these munchkins shop.
What a great honor to have you in my humble business.
I'll be your last customer if you don't shut your trap.
Make yourself at home.
That's lit.
It's literally his
Grief,
home.
Gabriel, grief. I understand the pain. Just breathe it away. Now, to be fair, these monstrosity manages to get very good stuff to actually purchase, and he gets restocked fairly quickly. So it's always a good idea to keep a lookout.
Why do I get the feeling that I am your only customer?
Because we're in a video
Shite.
game.
Ha, get it is short. It's random.
What do you make of it, sir? If it doesn't fit, you make alterations.
Eh,
Damn
Now
straight.
tell me, sir, how may I help you?
Shut up.
let's see.
Here we go. We can get sub weapons, like scrolls tied to the artwork, or even gems that are not actually in arcs, meaning that you have to purchase them if you want potential 100% completion. Also keys, meaning that you don't necessarily have to go back and forward and farming jailers. So again, it's considered they don't cost too much in terms of the experience points that you gain. It's always a good idea to give it a look. Oh, what is this mirror instead?
It's a mirror of fate.
Actually, no, we have the original one upstairs. Sorry, Dej.
We have mirror of fate at home. Mirror of fate.
Literally. However, we don't have anything that can interact with it. But we can fix that right now.
Your emblem.
Actually, no, it's not that. Instead, the Chupacabras is giving for free us what essentially is a replacement for the crystal weapon from the first game, the emblem of a dragon. Extinct for eons, the existence of dragons has been relegated in mere mention in legends and myths. However, the legacy has remained latent in the blood of our ancestors, inherited by their descendants, awaiting the arrival of one to rise again. An old prophecy describes how a mysterious talisman was created in ages long past to ensure the return of a beast. Only when its centuries-old scales have been collected will the dragon be reborn. Essentially, it counts again like in the crystal. You collect the parts of the sub-weapon, and when it's complete, it's basically a screen nuke.
Question the scientist by now. I should return.
Sure, we're going there, Gabriel, don't worry.
I know we haven't gotten to the big reveal yet, but as far as we know, Gabriel's in pretty much a trance when he's going here.
Yeah.
So how awkward would it be if he died while in a trance right there? Like, boom, there's the plan, up in
Okay,
smoke.
a line later on describes as if he's not even, he literally disappears from the material plane, like we don't even mention. Oh, there you go. The Kleidos. The Kleidos is an amazing relic from long forgotten time in which warriors thirsty for recognition and to pass the challenges that only it could offer. Anyone who wanted to test their power in the arena of the Kleidos first had to find the runes that completed, a total of 16. For every 4 runes, the warrior had the right to a series of challenges. Finding all the runes and completing the associated challenges is only within the reach of a chosen few. However, there is a final condition for those brave enough to try. The Kleidos only activates in the ancient words written gets to be read in front of the mirror. Essentially, with this amulet, if we go back to the Chupacabras and read it on the mirror after we collected at least 4 pins, we will be able to do a set of just gameplay challenges. They have no relevance in the story. Go ahead, Jova.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to come into this abandoned shop. The relics and potions. Certainly they're all kind
Oh God,
of
he's
powerful,
drunk.
but I shouldn't have drunk another cups that were left. I think I'll sleep here for a while. Even Dracula's dungeon seems like a nice place now. Not even the screams of pain and the smell of death interrupt my daydreaming. With the loot I amass today, I will be a powerful warrior tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's better. The only useless relic I found is this quill that transcribes everything you say. Look at it move! Dance! Dance! Dance!
Wait, if he died
Cool
of
story,
a
bro.
Wait, hang on. If he died of a poisoned drink, why has he got a bow through his chest.
No. He didn't die of a poisoned drink, I think.
Also, actually, the actual artwork is just a visual representation of a cadaver. Luis.
Wow, but did he stab himself with the bow?
I wouldn't be too surprised.
So what you're saying is that it was alcoholic poisoning.
Remember, Pedro, the Trevor gave us that amulet that allows us to transition between the past and the present.
Of course.
And now a white wolf is leading us.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. That happens also the first time.
That's a Vintage for a moment. That's a Vintage. For a moment there, I was thinking, oh, did that person that will not spoil her name die again? So.
Anyway, in the next part, we'll finally get back to the interrogation of Rise of Volkova, and hopefully we'll find the information about where the acolytes are.
Lovely.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.